What if the roots of Hindu spirituality began thousands of years earlier than anyone imagined? Deep in the Indus Valley, a small, unassuming stone seal was unearthed, and it holds a secret that has fascinated and divided archaeologists for nearly a century. This seal shows a mysterious figure seated in deep meditation, a powerful, almost otherworldly presence surrounded by animals. Is this an ancient god, a forgotten shaman, or the very first yogi? This artifact, known as the Pashupati seal, is one of archaeology's most debated treasures. While we can't confirm it as a specific deity, it points to an early spiritual archetype that might just rewrite the timeline of human consciousness. Stick around as we decode the mystery of this ancient yogi and explore the origins of a spiritual tradition that continues to shape millions of lives today. Our story begins in the 1920s at Mohenjo-Daro, one of the largest cities of the ancient Indus Valley Civilization, located in modern-day Pakistan. During excavations, archaeologists uncovered a tiny square seal, carved from a soft stone called steatite. It dates back to around 2500 BCE, making it over 4,500 years old. The figure etched onto it immediately caught their attention. The archaeologist who discovered it, John Marshall, famously named it the Pashupati seal, which means Lord of Creatures, because the central figure seemed to be a master of the animal kingdom. Imagine the excitement of that moment, holding a piece of history so small yet so profound, a window into the spiritual life of a civilization whose script we still can't read. This single object opened up a universe of questions. Who were these people? What did they believe? And who is this enigmatic figure, sitting silently for millennia, waiting to be found? This seal isn't just an artifact. It's a portal to a lost world of ancient beliefs. Let's take a closer look at the figure itself. The symbolism is incredibly rich and layered. At the center is a figure sitting on a low throne in a perfect cross-legged posture, with the heels pressed together. This isn't just any sitting position. It's remarkably similar to yogic meditative poses like Baddha Konasana or Mula Bandhasana, suggesting a deep understanding of meditative practice. The figure wears an elaborate headdress with two large horns, a symbol of power and divinity in many ancient cultures. Their arms are adorned with bangles, stretching from the wrist to the shoulder. But perhaps the most striking feature is the company they keep. Surrounding the central figure are four wild animals: a tiger, an elephant, a rhinoceros, and a water buffalo. Below the throne, two deer are carved. This isn't a chaotic scene, it's one of command and harmony. The figure isn't threatened by these powerful creatures. They seem to be in complete control, a master of the natural world. This composition suggests a being with immense spiritual authority, someone who has achieved a balance between their inner world and the wild, untamed forces of nature. The name Pashupati itself, meaning Lord of Creatures, is a key part of this puzzle. This concept of a deity or spiritual master who protects and rules over animals is not unique to the Indus Valley. We see similar archetypes across many ancient cultures around the world. Think of Cernunnos, the horned god of the Celts, or Pan from Greek mythology. These figures often represent the untamed, primal forces of nature and the profound connection between humanity and the animal kingdom. In the context of the Indus Valley seal, this lord of animals could represent a shaman who communicates with animal spirits, a deity who ensures the fertility of the land and the wild, or a spiritual guardian who symbolizes the perfect balance between civilization and wilderness. It's a powerful idea that true mastery comes not from dominating nature, but from understanding and harmonizing with it. This figure embodies that ancient wisdom, a guardianship over all living things, suggesting a deep ecological and spiritual consciousness that existed thousands of years ago. Now this is where the theory gets really fascinating, but also requires us to be careful. The seated posture, the mastery over animals, and the ascetic, powerful aura of the figure have led many scholars to see a connection to the later Hindu deity, Shiva. In Hinduism, Shiva is often depicted as the ultimate ascetic, the first yogi meditating in the Himalayas. One of his most famous epithets is Pashupati, the very same lord of creatures. He is often associated with animals, wearing a tiger skin and with a serpent around his neck. So when you see a 4,500-year-old seal showing a horned figure in a meditative pose, surrounded by animals, it's hard not to see the parallels. This has led to the popular Proto-Shiva theory, the idea that this seal depicts an early, primordial form of the god who would later become known as Shiva. It's crucial to understand this isn't definitive proof. We are talking about cultural continuity, not a direct, unbroken lineage. The symbols and ideas meditation, asceticism, and harmony with nature seem to have deep roots in the Indian subcontinent, and the Pashupati seal may be one of our earliest glimpses into this ancient spiritual stream. Of course, not everyone is convinced. The Proto-Shiva theory is one of the most hotly debated topics in South Asian archaeology. Many scholars push back, and for good reason. First, the Indus script remains undeciphered. Without written text from that period, we can't know for sure what this figure was called, or what it represented to the people who carved it. We are essentially interpreting images without a dictionary. Critics point out that the yogic posture could simply be a common way of sitting at the time. The horns might be a headdress made from buffalo horns, a common motif, and not necessarily a sign of divinity. So setting aside the debate about Shiva, what does this mysterious seal tell us about the dawn of human spirituality? It tells us something profound. It shows that thousands of years before the great organized religions of the world took their final form, humans were already exploring their inner consciousness. The practice of sitting still, controlling the body, and turning awareness inward, what we now call meditation, is not a recent invention. It's an ancient technology of the mind. The seal also highlights a deep reverence for nature. This wasn't a world where humans saw themselves as separate from or superior to the environment. They saw themselves as part of a larger cosmic web, a world filled with powerful animal spirits and natural forces that needed to be understood and harmonized with. The spiritual ideas we see later in history didn't just appear out of nowhere. They evolved gradually over millennia. The Pashupati seal is a snapshot from that deep, slow-moving river of human thought, a testament to our species' long-standing quest for meaning, balance, and a connection to something greater than ourselves. In the end, whether this figure represents a god, a spiritual master, a shaman, or a forgotten archetype, its message resonates across the ages. It is a silent monument to the birth of inner consciousness. It reminds us that humanity's search for awareness, for that quiet center within, began far earlier than written history can tell us. This small piece of stone challenges us to look deeper, beyond the names and labels, to the fundamental human impulse to understand ourselves and our place in the universe. It's a journey that started in the ancient world and continues within each of us today. What do you think this ancient figure represents? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like and subscribe for more mysteries from our ancient world.